back to our channel, Daddy, Dad and Me. We are adoptive parents to Little Man and have been since this summer. All is going well. So firstly, for those who have subscribed, thank you for coming back. For those who are new to the channel, please do subscribe. Click the notification bell so you are notified every time we upload a video, which is every kind of 10 days, 2 weeks. Also, all things about UK adoption, because when we first started our journey, whilst there were articles, blogs, vlogs around, there were not as many as there are now, so we wanted to create content that we can hopefully help other prospective adopters and other adoptive families in their journeys too. The video today, kind of taking it back a little bit, is going back to family finding. So I won't be saying too much about obviously Little Man and what happened there, but just more or less what you can expect from family finding, because it does vary quite significantly, as you'll find out from the video. So grab a cuppa, come on through, and we'll chat all things family finding, which we hope you will find useful. So yes, family finding is basically searching for a child or children, say siblings, or it could be more, and it's just basically the process of finding a suitable child for you. We were told some adopters, depending on how specific they were with their trying to think what the word to use would be, what types of children they were looking for and what almost their expectations. Our agency said they were aware of some couples and adopters who could take 2-3 years after approval. For us it was very quick, so we saw Little Man's profile kind of about 8 weeks after being approved as adopters, but we were allowed access to Linkmaker, which is a very secure website where the profiles of children that are stored, and it's just basically you're looking through profiles, and kind of, yeah, they would come on new ones every day and some would drop off, and that you would go through from there. And yeah, it's kind of how long's a piece of string. So as was very quick kind of from the moment that we saw Little Man's profile, but we were approved in October 2019. Sorry, it's been some time, but we had access to Linkmaker prior to that, probably for a good few months beforehand, so we had already got used to the kinds of children and profiles that we would see, and the kind of first no that you give for a particular child we found very hard to deal with, but obviously you have reasons for that, and the kind of the more it happened, I wouldn't say the easier it got, but it was, you have to get used to looking at different profiles, and say some people said it was the first profile they found, where for us I would say it was definitely a good, I can't say like 10-15 profiles in before we felt we were going to proceed with Little Man. And yeah, for whatever reason, the children we didn't feel were suitable for us, and vice versa for what we were able to give to them, and vice versa. And yeah, family finding can be quite, it's probably the most emotional part of the process, because you're having to wait. Family finding can also involve what they call competitive matching. So for instance, a child has 20 people that are interested to hear more, then it's down to the social worker for the child, and perhaps if the family finder for that child, and they will look at everybody involved in that. And when they say competitive matching, they tend to, and I will use the word tend to, whittle it down to shortlist. It could be like 5 couples, go and see all 5 couples, and then almost compare those couples, and obviously the best one is likely to move forward to a match or go through the matching process. We didn't want to do that. We were very clear with our social worker. We try and stick away from competitive matching. We wanted it to be a very clear, fair, and straightforward process, and I don't think we could have handled the emotions that well, knowing that we were being competitively matched with other couples or single adopters. So yeah, we were very clear with that, and a few of them we were clear from almost to the get go, saying no, we don't want to do that. We found out some profiles you could have up to kind of 100 adopters' interests with the child. So there's a lot of people on there looking. And yeah, family finding is just a process. So I would say if you're going through the process or about to start the family finding process, just get used to waiting. Your profiles don't always necessarily come up via link maker. So I'm speaking on from the point of our agency, in that they would work with other specific boroughs, councils, and other family finders, so they would already have a good working relationship with them. Sometimes it would be a case that they would receive profiles directly from a local authority, and that's how they would get details. So kind of different ways and avenues that those profiles can come in, but the majority that we looked at came via link maker. And yeah, all I say was just be patient. It's the adoption process is a long process anyway, but the family finding, it is tough, and you've got to come from it from a very realistic point of view. We were very clear that we didn't want to be carers, we wanted to be parents. And say some of the children had additional needs that we didn't think it was fair from our point of view. They were absolutely kind of lovely, and from the information that you have on the profile, but for numerous reasons we just did not feel that we would be suitable, and we felt and still feel it's right for those children to be matched to people and adopters that would be able to meet their needs. So yeah, we saw Little Man's profile say 8 weeks after, and it was pretty straightforward. From there we were, I think, must have been about 20 or so couples, I think we were told, and it had to be a couple. And again, we were told we were shortlisted down to 5, and then from that they didn't go out and interview them, so it wasn't competitively matched, but we were then kind of the only people they saw. They felt that we were suitable for him. So yeah, we were pretty quick, but we know other authorities and agencies may perhaps do the family finding in a slightly alternative way, but I would just say go in with open eyes, and yeah, just be prepared for what's to come. Be patient about it. You will hear from a lot of adopters in the UK adoption community that just say you kind of sadly have to get used to waiting. It is a long, drawn out process. Some adoptions go through very quickly, but a lot just will take time for various reasons. And that's more or less family finding in a nutshell. As I said, it is what it is. So it does what it says on the tin, and it's just a process, and it's however long that process can take. We know some people that have been approved and matched at the same time. It's been that quick, whereas we've been speaking to other adopters where they've kind of been approved for 6 months or so, and yeah, just still looking. That child has to be right for you, and vice versa. So it's just waiting for that particular thing to happen. And I'm a great believer in that Little Man and our paths were destined to cross, and it just so happened, and I can't say too much for various reasons. Yeah, certain things happened, and I feel that that's why we ended up seeing his profile. And yeah, most of the profiles are quite in depth. What happens from there is you can request a CPR, so the report about the child, but some of the children's social workers may want to see your PAR already, so the prospective adopters report, to see information about you before they feel that it's viable to share the profile of the child with you. Whereas in other situations we were getting sent the profile of the child in the first message to us, where we hadn't even sent any information. So again, it can differ child by child, authority by authority and agency. So it's a real mixed bag, but it went quickly from our point of view, and I would just say use that waiting time, carry on looking at blogs, vlogs, things online, extra learning. It all does help get you through that. And before we knew it, we were starting the matching process. But yeah, you have to learn to wait. There are so many children within the care system that you have to learn that you're not the only one. There is a lot more people. There's a lot more links in the chain, and a lot more going on that we know about. So yeah, any questions at all with family finding, I hope you found this useful, and it explains more so about the UK adoption process and the family finding. Yeah, any questions, please do reach out to us. We are more than happy to help where we can, or even just if you want to vent, and or just link up at all. So as I said earlier at the beginning of the video, please do subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you are notified when we do upload a video. As you'll see, more and more are coming on, all about various topics, and we've got lots more content to come. Check out the Facebook and Instagram pages, and we do also have our Twitter, Daddy Dad and Me. And also our email address is daddydadandme@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from other prospective adopters and adopters about how things are going, anything we can help with, and I'd like to just reach out to more adopters and prospective adopters to carry on building the community. So do take care. Little man is at nursery today, so I'm taking this time for a bit of me time, and yeah, going from there. All the best, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye.